Well, hello, welcome or welcome back. Thanks for stopping by. Today we are going to do our November budget setup. We're starting off with page 1. Gonna do the debt tracker. I pulled out my page from last month, and just to make it easy, one of the reasons I like the Happy Planner with the rings, so much easier, right? I'm gonna start by filling this out. We have Upstart, credit card 1, credit card 2, have a total right here. Now we'll skip a line. We'll have student loan 1, student loan 2, student loan 3, with the total right here. So Upstart for last month had been at $1,411.16, with credit card 1 being at $4,972.56. Credit card number 2 being at $5,766.08. Bringing those to a grand total of $12,149.80. Student loans, first one was at $43,462.09. Second one at $23,271.00. And third one at $8,606.46. That brings those to a grand total of $75,339.55. That brings the full total $87,489.35. I fully expect it to go up this month because I had to go to the dentist last month, so not always the happiest thing to see. This is what you're supposed to have sinking funds for, but sometimes you're just not in a place to actually have sinking funds, so kind of is what it is. I'll move this off to the side. Spending tracker will start with week 1, which will be the 1st through the 9th. And we'll fill that one in as time goes. Weekly budget. Our categories are spending, subscriptions, bills, and savings. Spending, well, subscriptions is at, this is different than last month's. Last month had a budget section where you're supposed to put in the budget. It says what's spent, and it does have a remaining, but it doesn't have the starting budget. So I could put in here, just so that I know, that subscriptions is at 60, which means spending is at 440, which is 110 a week. I honestly don't know how I'm going to stick with that. We're a couple days in. I can already tell you that this week I most definitely already have not stuck with that. I think my Walmart order for the week was already over that, and I have had a very, very tiring week of work. And it just, yeah, I ordered DoorDash, so that's an extra 30. So I'm already over on this week, and catching up probably won't happen. Subscriptions will start coming in this week as well. We'll see how that goes. And then, this is the big week for bills, because, pay my rent and stuff. So that's it for that one. The main one we fill out is this guy here. I have already filled out my income section, $9.50 each paycheck with my reselling. I only have scheduled, that's not right. I only have indicated 140 because that is all I made this month from reselling. It is dropping down quite a bit. And I already added in under the personal, the subscriptions amount. I have an extra spending, my spending amount for the other spending outside of the grocery spending. And then I have indicated in an extra spending of 200, which I have already spent. I bought a new printer. The other one works, but I literally, when I actually thought about what I did with replacing the ink, I printed out so few things, and the ink in it's just like gone already. So I bought an EcoTank printer because my ink cartridges from my other one would have run me about 120, 130 bucks when all was said and done. And the EcoTank printer cost me a couple $100, and the ink for those should last quite a bit longer. I definitely looked into it, seen people that had it. There was a teacher talking about like getting in the printer and printing off a bunch of papers for like 25 students, and it was multiple different things, 25 copies each, and said the ink barely dropped down. So that's always very good to hear. So here's hoping. So we're gonna go ahead and we'll grab this guy from last month and fill in all our other stuff. Rent at 600, phone at 90, well, gas, electricity at 150 again. Who knows what's happening with that? And we no longer have internet, so that will bring, turn that on, that'll bring this one 600 plus 90 plus 150, that'll make it 840 this month. Rather than 940. Transportation, we will put in gas at 50. I really, pretty sure I'll be putting gas in my tank this month as well. So I think it's down to like 2/3 at the moment. So yeah. Under insurance, we'll have dentist at 30, and then the car / renter's insurance is at 80, bringing this to a total of 110. Groceries, food, we have 220. And then, of course, we have nothing there and there. I've already filled out the ones for this one. Clear that one out. Yeah. So we have 60 plus 220 plus 200. We have figured up at 480, which is jumped up by over $100 from last month. So never good to see that. Set that up there out of the way. Here is where we have Hulu, which again, I think once Only Murders in the Building is over, I'll probably cancel Hulu. So that's really the only thing I watch on it. It was just $1. It was great. But bringing the total to 14. As for loans, we have the personal. And that one budgets is at 56. We have credit card number 1, which we always hope to spend 200, put 200 on, which, let's face it, we just aren't doing. Credit card number 2, which we do always put 200 on. And that brings this to a total of 456. Moving into here, we have savings and investments, with our savings being 50 to 100, our investments being 50, giving the total of 100 to 150. Now under miscellaneous, we no longer have flip. So we have credit card 1 interest, credit card number 2 interest, which my handwriting just got really bad. Sorry about that. And I'm going to go ahead, I think. No, I'm going to keep it at 125. My balance went up, but I don't think it went up by enough to go up over 125 interest. And we do 125 for that one again. And I got rid of Audible, so now I only have Prime at 17. That will bring the total here to, let's see here, 250.67. Sometimes I can do math in my head, but it's got to be real easy. So we don't do this, we do income on this one and expenses on this one. The income is estimated at, let's see here, 19 to 2040. 950 plus 950 plus 140. Yep, 2040. Income's going down, cost is going up. And then we have to add up the expenses. So we got 840 plus 50 plus 110 plus 220 plus 480 plus 14 plus 456 plus, we'll just do 150 plus 267, 2,587. So yeah, that is a difference of $547. We'll have to see what happens. It would be so nice to actually see an expenses equaling or less than income, and expenses just aren't going down. There are a few things here and there in which I could save a couple of bucks. Hopefully next month we'll scratch the other spending, which will drop that down to 2,300. Need to try and get a few more bucks going with reselling, so we will just have to wait and see. Anyways, that's the budget for this month. If you like what you see, please do all the things, like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and I will go ahead and see you in the next one. Bye.